Be a very good matchup into Syndra. Typically, mages are where Akali thrives. Her mobility makes it so obnoxious for them to land their skill shots, specifically someone like Syndra. I will say, though, that there is a little to an early gank.
And we see Sheo and Maorang avoiding each other around.
A dive, I like this.
Twilight Shroud already down from Larssen. Sheo, Vault Breaker coming in. Larssen knocked up, knocked back, and shut out of the game.
Presence from Sheo. Wants to provide some safety for the bot lane.
It's always the risk.
They're looking.
Trimby could step forward, Vault Breaker. Trimby flashes forward to dodge away from the Vault Breaker, but immediately is met with the polymorph. Crowny low, taking comp will take him. Trimby dashing away, but he just can't escape as Sheo manages to answer one back. Maorang is on his way down here, but the Gravitum stun not up in time. At least, although Sheo might make me eat my words as he does work his way up towards this top lane once again.
Adam trying to push this wave in as fast as possible. Shigenda looking to throw the ultimate out.
Cease and desist into the slicing mouse from Shigenda. Dashes away. The Cataclysm locking BDS in place. Mao's going to try and turn back onto Adam, who flashes away. Sheo, his next target. He's battering them with the club. Looking for a home run, but at the moment it's only a bunt, it seems, as he's dived back on. Flashes forward onto Adam. Maoran gets it. There's one. Knocks him out of the park. He's looking for two as Sheo able to answer with one of his own.
You can see the power of some of these early skirmishes going in favor of Trundle. The problem for Koi was that Shigenda was forced out very early. A good flash to create space between him and Adam, but the follow-up, not quite the way they wanted. Larssen now committing the ult.
Nuke still has the flash here, though.
Ooh.
Gets a good knockback there onto Trimby. The hook hits Nuke. Could have flashed it. Decided not to. The ignite ticking. Not even needed. Perfect execution from Larssen and Trimby.
It was so important for Nuke to dodge that hook. He needed to flash away from it, but he held on to it. Would have been very valuable. But he's confident. He's saying that I need to do damage.
And they have so much burst if they can layer it on someone. He's slicing Maelstrom. A Felly assault with the Infernum as well as Sheo looks to a little bit of trade here. Thresh hold goes down. Larssen looking for that E. Labov still has the wild growth. Larssen going forward. Cease and desist. The exhaust going down as well. But now Koi have a numbers advantage instead. Crowny dives in. The lightning crash going forward. Crowny's got one. Oh, it's shooting season for Crowny. And Koi are his targets. Absolutely wipes them up as BDS slow play the fight.
Crowny just wipes the floor with Koi without any... Number two is, okay, let's say Shigenda finds a flank and Larssen's able to get onto the back line, right? You have Adam's ultimate that just forces you to use some of your mobility.
Larssen locked up underneath the tower here. Scatter the weak is enough.
It's just clean.
Adam with the EQ sets up the play for BDS. The tower falls as well, and as you say, Betty, it is just clean so far. Maorang trading here onto Adam, but Sheo and LeBron in a great position to catch out comp, and they do exactly that. The polymorph comp doesn't have an opportunity to walk away. And it's just so good from BDS. Koi caught unawares.
Crowny catches it. They can now push in mid like they've just done. And they're going to do the exact same thing. Look, they push in this wave. They move into the enemy jungle. They get this deep vision. And now the play...
Core, though. Koi able to find him before the rest of his team could join. And the play in their heads was perfect. But Koi kind of understand macro a little bit as well.
Isolated in the top lane. And they're able to find a pick, which will disrupt the flow for BDS. Let's see if they can get something back.
Maorang, you shouldn't face check this. BDS are all here. Maorang face checks. And even the Lantern can't save him. Shigenda locked up as well. There's a tower back there. Trimby's going to have to flash away from the Cataclysm. And in the end, even though BDS were the ones found out to start, they still get 2 kills. And they will still get the Herald if they so choose. They'll lose their bot tower for it. But the gold lead still at 3,000. He's going to try and walk his way all the way around through this tri-bush in towards where this control ward is. But this is the control ward you always have to place. He can blast cone though. He could blast cone into the pit. He's going to try that. Already the Dragon Fallen. Shigenda going in with the slicing Maelstrom. But the knockback is absolutely perfect from Nuke. He stops Koi in their tracks. And even the Moonlight Vigil cannot find its mark. BDS now on the front foot, but Adam perhaps a little bit in reading a different book to the rest of his team, it seems. Crowny trying to get the damage down with the lightning crash as well. Sheo's already got one. Another has fallen as comp chased off towards his top side. Shigenda's going to try and trade onto Sheo, but Sheo is so tanky. Force of nature already complete on this fire. You can stun him, you can lock him up, but the scatter the weak will find Shigenda once again. Maorang fletches away. And in the end, BDS get the fight, get the Drake, and get everything they ever wanted.
BDS are just team fighting better than Koi. There's not much else to say.
Just the normal one, so they were just very hot on the trigger of spotting him. Maybe Sheo was in range to give vision on it. Immediately they back away. They can look for a little bit more though. The Lantern coming down. Maorang already caught. Shigenda on the flank onto Crowny. The slicing Maelstrom being used. Crowny stunned up, locked up, pulled back with the death sentence, and comp will kill him off. Now Adam trying to do what he can, but he's fallen as well. It's a 4v3 in favor of Koi. But there are health bars on BDS. Nuke stacking up those splinters as well already at 99, almost crested the 100.
To solo the dragon, and the rest of them can actually answer the Baron. Shigenda though has snuck his way through. Comp now in danger.
Yeah, but Comp's already caught the Lantern. He's going to pull him out. Cease and desist. That is a very isolated Sheo. How long can he survive for? BDS going to try and collapse on towards him. He comes back out with Volt Breaker. Now Larson and Shigenda down towards the bottom side. The slicing mountain once again. Mara coming in, but Comp hasn't had the time to auto. Already Nuke has fallen though. And Koi have found a perfect fight in the river. But Crowny's still full HP. He's dodging. He's dipping. He's diving. It's all Crowny. But call him king, because he has been crowned with a pentakill!
Crowny pops off as he tears Koi apart once.
Coming out from Shigenda. Koi will realize the Baron hasn't begun. They're going round for Comp once again. Season the City tries to flash the Lantern there for him, but he's nuked before he can even get to it. Larson shut down as well. Unending death here for Koi. Every time they step forward, they are met with the fist of BDS. And BDS a triple for Sheo and Baron in their eyes.
A complete wipe once again for BDS. What is there to do for Koi? They tried to get a miracle steal, perhaps. They did a good job finding small windows with which they could punish BDS's play. But after Crowny gets a penta, it feels like all is lost. And it feels like that with this Baron, that will be the final nail in the coffin. BDS, 26.5 minutes in, looking dominant against Koi and looking to join Vitality in the best of fives.
BDS up till now, it's been like they, to the fountain, can push in 2 waves at once. Double cannons for them down towards this bottom side. No hope of Koi clearing out the wave. Adam's going to bring one more in the mid lane as this inhibitor falls down towards the bottom side. And Koi, licking their wounds, have to try and find something. Sheo goes forward. The hook. Oh, look at the damage on Trimby. Nuke has fully stacked up those splinters. And Trimby has to walk sheepishly back to the fountain. Koi still 5 members strong here, trying to defend, but I guess with no super minions, it's a little greedy for BDS to continue this push.
Koi doing what they can to hold on. Sheo just zoning Larson away by himself. The poke continues from Nuke. Look at the chunk damage. He throws the ultimate. Marang will be able to walk away with his life, though. Sheo.
Trimby. Oh, the damage! A single force of will onto Comp, takes him down below half.
And here they go. That's forced Koi back. Sheo was able to catch the wave in mid. You can see Larson trying to keep the wave away from the towers, trying to wait for the Baron buff to wear off, but it will not be enough. The ultimate now thrown out.
BDS have taken both the Nexus towers. They're looking for a little bit more of the fight as well. Adam keeping Larson distracted down towards the bottom side. Shigenda absolutely atomized, and BDS find their win 1-0 against Koi.
Impressive. What else is there to say for BDS? I've been skeptical of BDS, you know? I feel like that their playstyle, eventually they're a team that will, is what Koi have drafted for themselves. The range on Caitlyn is very valuable when playing into something like a Vi, because she then has to largely commit her Q in order
setting up for it as well, was spotted on a ward, but it does mean that Larson's now had to TP back into the lane with only a Sapphire Crystal, whereas Nuke had time to back and save his TP. Might have to burn it here to save Adam. Shigenda low, flashes away. Adam will fall. Marang flashes as well. And in the end, Koi just escaped from the top lane dive.
Well, I will say, he was like 150 CS down or something ridiculous. They have their eyes on Larson.
He has to play so safe, realizes there's the flame back. Flash for the wall breaker to knock him back into the miasma, but the hook doesn't hit him. Bot lane up. Larson, though, man, this guy is playing whack-a-mole with enemies right now. It's like you pop one down, a couple more pop up. Flash, Lantern, flash in from Trimby, though. Disintegrate, gonna land onto one. A great shockwave back as well. No one's tanking the tower, though. Somehow, Labrov and Nuke were able to avoid the tower's aggro. And because of that, it's only gonna be a 2-for-1 in favor of BDS.
I think it was Sheo that was actually tanking the tower, so the second that he dropped, it meant that there was no find, but there is no vision behind. The Dragon has been started. Larson looking to group up with his team that's accessing the river through the bot side. Shigenda is being controlled by BDS. They don't want to allow him to get the flank.
Unstoppable Onslaught will connect. There's the Featherstorm as well, and Comp is rooted up, but he's able to escape. Cyclone in the midst of the pit as Marang tries to get away, but Shigenda now onto the back line with the shockwave as well. Just slicing and dicing a BDS. One down already as Adams falls down towards the bottom side. Nuke is trading against 2 though, and Nuke is winning out that fight. Adam trying to trade back onto Larson. Sheo coming forward. It's a triple for Nuke. Larson almost down as well, but they managed to get the lockdown onto Sheo. Shigendo and Larson live against Crowny and Nuke. Now Shigendo and Larson are on the wrong side of the rift, but Crowny will let them walk away for now. Nuke trying to get in as well. Shigendo just distracting because he knows his mid lane is trying to get back. The Blade Caller could come back here looking for the root. Crowny, that's less than 1 HP. He's down to 7. Poison Fang gonna land, but Shigendo able to dodge away from Infernal or a Hextech, you know, or even a Cloud in some
Ocean was considered the broken of broken.
Because it was the broken of broken at the time. Decimating Smash gonna land on Shigendo here. The Miasma can come down from Nuke as well as Shigendo, even with the Slicing Maelstrom, Petrifying Gaze. The poison, the flash is enough. Adam brings down the X.
Strong.
It really does. And for Nuke, heard him in an interview saying it feels like really his first year where he's been unleashed on the LEC.
I think Adam is dead.
I think he might be dead as well, Benny. I'm not sure why we have to sing it. Is it another episode of the Patronizing Show as Adam falls down towards the bottom side? Koi managed to find a pick. Nuke pushing up top. The cross-map trade.
It reminded me of position himself, but you alright there, mate?
Yeah, I'm just breaking the table.
Yeah, okay. Labrov, he may as well be dead.
He tries to flash away, but a double Cyclone with the clone is enough. Crowny coming in from the side as well. Now, Sheo does have a good flank here, but it's going to be a 2v4 if Sheo goes.
Really oppressive and strong, and Nuke is just about to hit that breakpoint.
Well, isn't it a great thing that he's hitting that breakpoint around the next Dragon timer as well? 15 seconds on it. Sheo looking for Comp here, goes in with the cease and desist. Crowny on the chase as well. Comp, though, able to dash away with the Gale Force. Trimby's on the wrong side of the rift and stuns up Crowny. Puts down at the Tibbers as well, but can't quite get the damage. Tibbers going to chase. Marang down towards the bottom side. Crowny has to flash away. Nuke coming in, though. So far, 2 to the good for BDS. They win out the fight. Crowny was able to escape the mauling of a bear. Larson still has the shockwave here. Shigendo still has the ultimate, but you don't really want to fight into 5 members strong of BDS.
No jungler means that there's no risk of a smite steal unless Larson's able to land a big shockwave. But BDS's control around these dragons remains strong. Medic, 15 dragons to 0. Time and time again from BDS. They're moving deeper into enemy jungle. They found Trimby.
Cease and desist onto him. There's the hook as well. The lantern back and Nuke is brought in. Trimby does get a double stun, but he's running to nowhere. He will fall. Nuke takes him. Comp trying to answer back with a bit of damage. Adam coming in from the side as well. The ace in the hole hits onto Labrov. Shigendo might try and catch out Adam here. Can stun him up, can lock him up for days. But can Koi get the damage down? Decimating smash from Addy. Adam still finds his mark. Mauan going in with the Cyclone as well. Larson looking for a shockwave position. Watch that ball in this fight. Sheo flashes away. Larson has the ball pushed forward. Crowny though, dashing in. Feathers fly back as Adam once again steps up as the front line for BDS. They're looking for Comp. You can see this. Nuke actually TPing right behind. Adam going there as well. And Comp, he pushed the wave up. He thought he could regain some pressure. Nuke flashes forward. Petrifying Gaze, Noxious Blast shut down for Crowny. Adam keeps Trimby away from the fight down towards the bottom side. Marang now needs to run for the hills to try and escape. However, for BDS, this is still a risky call. You have those big ultimates. You have Trimby needs 3 more stacks to get his stun online. Uses one with a Molten Shield, can use the Disintegrate as well to get another. Adam the front line though, and it's going to be very difficult for them to get through him. Trimby stepping forward, Labrov, there's the double stun. Larson and Shigendo retreating as the Baron has been called off by BDS because they're looking for a little bit more action. Adam, ultimate 2 seconds away, the cease and desist into Slicing Maelstrom, but no one is in the midst of the meat grinder. Adam with the unstoppable onslaught is able to catch off on Shigendo. Trimby trying to put the damage down as well as Larson and Malrang have to retreat. BDS get 2 once again. Comp though has respawned.
The shockwave was good from Larson, but it wasn't good enough. At the end of the
is there. It feels Noxious Blast though with the chase. Nuke looking for a little bit more. The Twin Fangs, the movement speed. Malrang goes back in with the Cyclone, but the rest of BDS are collapsing. Nuke is low. Shigendo trying to put the damage down, but the Lantern away. Into the flash forward. They lock him up. They take him out. Larson's fallen. And perhaps with it, Koi's hopes of winning this game. Labrov low though. One more auto flashes. Face plants into the wall and is sent face down into the dirt by Koi. BDS though, they have a jungler and Koi do not, so this will be the Ocean Soul for them.
Exquisite hook from Labrov. The man landed exactly onto the target that he needed to. Larson had no... This feels like it's been BDS's game from start to finish.
Larson no TP, he's up now though. Koi need to distract, to stop, to dissuade BDS from doing this any further. Malrang's on his way. Trimby could look for the flash in, but Sheo has the smite. 1,200 is what you're looking for. And Sheo hits it perfectly. Adam hits his face into a wall. Malrang's looking for something. Trimby has a good flank position here, but the Petrifying Gaze means that BDS can start to turn. Comp trying to get into the action as Nuke kites back as well as he can. The slicing Maelstrom coming out. Trimby's already dead. Cease and desist as well onto Comp. And that is it. BDS will wipe away Koi in the river, where they're usually at home. Koi have been found floundering. The smite coming out from Sheo as well. Comp's going to try and walk his way out of this one, but another bolt breaker finds its mark. Crowny on the chase, flashes forward the hook, but the ace as BDS clean it up.
Adam falls, but it doesn't matter because the rest of BDS clean up beautifully. 11-0-5 is the scoreline for Nuke after he has dominated Koi from start to finish. With the Baron, I don't know if BDS can end the game right now, but they can sure do some serious damage as Koi is left in tatters.
Crowny will get this tier 2 in the mid lane. Nuke and Sheo trying to keep this minion wave alive. Can't quite do it, but 3/4 of the HP of that top lane tower have already ever playoffs as an organization, and to do it by going through Koi.
Larssen.
TP behind, the shockwave from Larssen only hits onto Nuke. He is locked up, the Pentagram gate's coming out as well. Nuke pops the stopwatch, the Bob trying to get into Shigendo as well, but Shigendo's onto the back line. Nuke already down, Mammo will follow as well. The slicing mountain, but there's no one there to follow up. Shigendo burst before the rest of Koi can join in. There's a Volt Breaker over the wall, I can see it. Trimby flashing in the face of Adam, but it really doesn't matter as Crowny picks up a triple. And Nuke has fallen, but at what cost for Koi?
It looks like it could be the game, Medic. Only 2 members left alive, Larssen and Comp to defend. Comp is trying to clear out the mid wave to mitigate the pressure that's coming down onto the Nexus towers. Larssen is going to heal. The last stand for Koi.
A date with Vitality awaits for BDS. The hook, the knock of the cease and desist, and ceased surviving Koi. BDS on the Nexus towers, sub 30 once again, as in dominant fashion, they are looking to secure their spot. Comp still trying to dash away, trying to flash away, trying to do anything, but look at the meat that is in front of him. These meatballs of Adam and Sheo just cannot be stopped. Crowny on the Nexus, and BDS in playoffs.
For the first time in the organization's history, they will secure top 4 in LEC Spring. And what an impressive climb it has been. Last split, it was the rise of SK, knocking out Vitality and having an impressive run, going all 5 games to the Mad Lions when it came to the best of 5. But now it's BDS's time to shine.